Record set by Andre Kaysen. He has not been able to train since February 15th with a hip injury, but what a year he has had prior to that point.
Not one, but two world records for Kaysen indoors. He won the World Indoor Championships last year in Seville, Spain. Came back to Spain for the second of his world indoor records this year, 6.41 seconds. A little too much racing and traveling for Andre Kaysen. He's going to be out until the outdoor season.
Greater things may be expected from those who are absent, but it doesn't seem to bother Leroy Burrell. Leroy Burrell will be in lane 3.
Well, the fact that Andre Kaysen isn't here, I think for him it may be somewhat important because he has been running well all season and is the world record holder. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not necessarily important that Andre's here for me to compete well. I compete within myself, and I always have, I always will, and I think I'm pretty sharp here. And as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter whether Andre's here or not.
Leroy Burrell, #1 in the world last year in the 100 meters outdoors, in spite of the fact that Carl Lewis beat him at the World Championships.
And we saw him earlier wipe out the previous meet record. So Leroy Burrell definitely is running well. And as he said, running within himself and against himself.
Well, but he'll be running against Dennis Mitchell, who was third in the Outdoor World Championship. Mitchell from Willingboro, New Jersey, the hometown of Carl Lewis. And this man grew up in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area as well, Leroy Burrell.
Of course, Burrell and Mitchell, along with Lewis and Kaysen, set the world record in the 4x100 in the relay. Out quickly in lane 1, Aaron Thigpen with a great start for the lane 5, Lee McRae and Leroy Burrell.
Whoa, that was very close. Leroy Burrell was rocking backwards at the start, and Thigpen got a rocket start in lane 1, and everybody's saying, wait a second, where did that start come from?
Very fast in lane 1 is
all the way at the top. Thigpen appeared to get a flyer. Watch in the middle of the screen, third from the top. Burrell starts to rock backwards just before the start, and then Thigpen gets a real quick one. We don't have a view of the gun firing, but Burrell was just shocked. I think he was waiting for that race to be called back, but you can't do that. You've got to run, and it took good self-composure for him to gather and come on at the end, as Thigpen was way, way ahead of everybody else.
Now let's go to John Dockery. John?
Leroy, there seemed to be, you talked to before the race about working on your start, yet you seem really slow out of the blocks. So what happened?
No, I wasn't slow. It's just, Thigpen, he got one on the gun, and he got out there pretty quickly. But, the start sets up the running, and the running was set up very well.
Here it is again. Watch yourself. You're behind right here.
Well, it's like I said, the start sets up the running, but, I set up the start so I can do things like this. And, and sometimes it doesn't. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And, it was actually a pretty easy race, to be honest.
Really? You weren't worried midway through when you were behind?
Not at all, no, because I knew that I would get there. I took a glance over and I saw how fast he was out, and I was making up ground with every stride. So I knew I was going to get him. I knew it was going to be close, and then when I got close, I said, "Oh, I'm not worried about it."
Okay, just another day at the office. Congratulations.
Thank you.